don't trust the government to bring in digital IDs, and they're making the case, well, it's to help with illegal migration, all this kind of stuff. It's like, well, if you can't deport anyone now, what does it matter if I've got a digital ID card that says who I am? I don't trust them with it, and if it weren't for COVID, you could say, oh, you've got your tinfoil hat on. But we saw with COVID where it was a 3-week lockdown that then became 3 lockdowns. These things start out, oh, well, it's just to do this, and oh, well, it's just to do that, and it's just to do that, and I don't really trust the government, and it's not just that you've got to trust this government with it, you've got to trust future governments with it, to really do this properly. And I don't want to not be a person because I forgot my charger.
Well, no,
that's a very good...
Lewis
I'm very passionate about it.
Really good point. I'm ideologically opposed to it. I don't know why. I don't want any more surveillance. I don't want any more monitoring. I think that's my main thing. But also, what a ludicrous argument that they think that it's going to, in any way, have any impact on illegal migration. Those people are already breaking the law. They know exactly what they're doing, bringing migrants over on small boats at great risk. They're bringing bigger and bigger boats every day, by the way. We now have boats that can carry over 130 people. So I don't think it's going to have any impact on that. If that's what the government really are telling us, that's the reason for digital IDs, well, that's not the case. That is not going to be effective.
It would stop illegals being employed, wouldn't it? I mean, that's what
in the black economy, where they're working cash in hand, or they're working for food delivery companies that aren't really on the books anyway. It's not going to stop anyone crossing over to this country with the lure of accommodation, jobs, free healthcare, education.
There's ways around everything, and I think how much money is already being spent on this probably that we don't know about while they investigate it, while they look for... And let's not forget that the government couldn't even digitise the NHS.
Really
so how much money and contracts are going to be wasted on looking into this, only to find out it either can't be done or it's going to be done badly? We've got to look at data leaks with that. We don't need it. Society runs just fine the way it is. We don't need digital ID to make it better. Well, arguably, but digital ID is not going to...
Stephen, what would it improve?
Anything.
What a facet of our society or daily functioning would it improve to have digital ID?
But I don't know why everyone's so... It's like the driving... I mean, who doesn't now carry their driving licence around with you? Because how many times if you go and get a new phone or whatever, they say, have you got any proof of address? And so you get out your driving licence. I've never seen why it's really that different to carrying your driving licence.
Well, I don't have a driving licence and I don't carry one with me.
Well,
and I function perfectly well. I don't carry my passport with me either.
And first of all, the elderly. Not everyone, shock horror, has a mobile phone. And it's not just the elderly. There are a lot of younger people now that are saying, look, I don't want a digital phone anymore. I'm just going to have the old Nokia.
How many? How many?
I don't have the figures in front of me, but a lot of people. We can't start depersoning people because they don't carry a smartphone.
And what age would you bring it in as well? I mean,
well, if you're bringing in voting at 16, then presumably you would have to have digital ID from the age of 16.
See, that makes me uncomfortable, the idea that children are going to have to carry their digital ID.
Right.
There's something a bit 1984-ish about that.
I find it all the 1984.
They've all got their national insurance numbers from 16.
They have a passport from the age of 0 if you apply for a baby passport.
I don't know. Look
at how they bungled.
I'm not saying I'm dead set for it, right? I'm not saying I'm dead set for it, but I don't quite understand all the throwing your arms.
Because of where
Stephen, what about the data breaches?
Yeah, data breaches.
OK, would you be happy for all your personal information, bank account details, all your medical information, all of that stuff, would you be happy for that to be leaked or bought by somebody or sold by somebody?
No, but it's all online anyway. It's all online anyway, isn't
it? It's scattered around.
So you're scattered around. But how much information is going to be on an ID?
Oh, look, all I can say, this is an interesting debate. I think that my side is going to win it. And if they do bring this in, I mean, if they think Unite the Kingdom rally was big, like, I will not just participate, I will organise the protest. I really don't want this. I don't trust the government or any future government to do this.
The trouble is, and it's one of these things, that they've got such a massive majority that if they want to bring it in, like voting at 16, which I don't agree with, they will bring it in.
Well,
what baffles me, they have so many problems right now to deal with. Why would you open up a whole new can of worms? Why now?
I can't believe that people aren't more sceptical after COVID. The creep in COVID, where it was that, well, if you don't have this vaccine and you don't scan this thing, that we got rid of care workers that wouldn't get vaccines. That was a massive overreach. To bring in something like this, where it could easily be scaled up to say, oh, well, you've used too much carbon this year, or you've done this, or you've done that. We just don't need it.
Well, I tell you what, we're running out of time. We've got to talk about Queen Camilla, but in the next hour, I think.
Yeah.